Hey guys, happy Friday. How are you today? I am so excited to get to see you guys again. And yesterday I did a video on not getting anything done. I shared a deeper part of my story of being in survival mode and coming out of survival mode. If you have not watched that video, I encourage you this title of the video is called Not Getting Anything Done. I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel or scroll on my page and click on that video and watch it, because today I'm going to kind of do that video segues really nicely into my video today, and I'm going to be kind of going deeper into something that I mentioned in that video yesterday. So we're going to be talking about mom guilt today. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. It is a universal struggle. I once heard someone say that every mom, like her middle name is guilt, because you feel like you're not doing enough for your kids. You feel like you're not the mom that your kids need. That is that voice. It's a real thing. It's a voice in your head that's reminding you of all the ways you're falling short, or the ways, I should say, that you perceive yourself falling short as a mom. And it can be debilitating. It can make you think, oh my gosh, I love my kids so much. I prayed for these kids. Now I've got these kids. What in the world am I even doing? Excuse me. Like, did God even know what he was doing when he gave me these kids? Who's been there? Let me know where you're watching from on this video. Let me know if you're watching this video on replay, and let me know if you know what mom guilt is. I want to hear from you. So, we all know that inner voice. It's the voice of condemnation. It's our own self-talk. It's our self-talk, inner dialogue, whatever you want to call it. I want to talk about that voice today. I want to talk about that voice, and I want to give you a piece of good news for you. That voice does not have to be there. That voice, you can change what that voice is saying. You can silence what that voice is saying. You can give that voice something good to say that's going to make you feel a lot better about yourself. And let me tell you how powerful that is. When you feel good about yourself as a mom, you become a better mom by default. And then your kids reap the benefits of you being a happier, healthier mom. And you know that's the mom that they deserve. But beyond them deserving it, you as a person deserve to be a happy, healthy person and not have to struggle with guilt every day of your life. Okay? You're never going to be perfect. Life is not perfect. If you struggle with perfectionism, I encourage you to address that in your own life. Become aware of that and make a commitment to yourself that you're not going to strive for perfection. That is a futile struggle in and of itself, and that does not serve you or your family in any way. It's not going to make you a better person. You're never going to be perfect. But you can be a better version of yourself than you are today. Today you can be a better version of who you were yesterday. And you can show up as your authentic self unapologetically with your kids without having to deal with that guilt and shame. And I think that's who we're meant to be as moms. I think that's what healthy motherhood should look like. And I'm speaking from someone who's in the trenches now with 6 kids under the age of 9. I get it. Believe me. I've been there. And, yesterday I shared a whole story about what it felt like in living in survival mode for years and years and years, just feeling stuck and unable to move forward, how painful that was for me. And, I just want to also go back to kind of what I said yesterday. At that time, I was doing the best that I could, but I was dealing with a lot of underlying emotions related to some painful events, some traumatic events that had happened to me in my life, that I was just still trying my very best just to get up every day, just to do the bare minimum. And sometimes that didn't even get done. And I still have hard days, but that's not who I am. I know who I am. And before I didn't. And I'm growing, and I'm on a trajectory of exponential growth right now, and you can be too. You do not have to let that voice that is condemning you define your future. Even though Painful events may have happened in your life, even though you may be going through a hard time right now. Even though at the beginning of your story, you might have been a victim, you don't have to be a victim at the end of your story. You could pick up that pen and write the rest of your story. You can be the author of the ending of your story. And I want to know what that's going to be like for you. I want to know what kind of ending you want to write for yourself. I want to know what kind of mom you see yourself as. Please let me know in the comments. And, sometimes we have a fear of becoming our own parents. If we had a traumatic childhood, maybe that's our greatest fear. I don't want to be my mom. I don't want to be my dad. And I hear my mom's voice every time I open my mouth and talk to my kids, and it scares me. And I just hear that inner voice telling me, oh, you did it again. You're a terrible mom. Your kids are going to be messed up. Your kids are going to hate you when they grow up. Who knows that voice? Who's ever heard that voice? And, our desire as moms is just to give our kids something better than what we had growing up. Does anyone get this? Do you get this? Do you get what I'm saying? I just want to let you know that when you choose to take control of your thoughts, behind those feelings that you're dealing with, there's some big thoughts in there. There's some big beliefs about yourself. There's probably a need for you to forgive yourself and other people in your life. And forgiveness is something big that I talk about in my Facebook group, Survival Mode to Successful Moms Moving Beyond Trauma. And I encourage you to join that group if you're not already a member of that group, if you're watching this somewhere else. And these videos are in my group, and there's a lot of other amazing things that are only in that group. So I want you there. But when we start to change our thoughts, when we start to become aware of our thoughts, first of all, you have to be aware of what's going on up here. When you recognize it and you choose, cognitively, consciously choose to put another thought in its place, I call these affirmations. When you choose an affirmation, even if you're not feeling it in the moment, even if you are feeling like this is so not true and this feels so weird, when you choose a thought that reflects what you want to be, whether you believe it's true or not, you have to start somewhere on this. When you choose that thought, like, let me give you an example. Maybe your thought that you're choosing is, I am an excellent mom, or I'm the mom that my kids need, or I love myself just as I am. That might feel really hard for you right now, but I challenge you, if that's something that reflects where you are right now, I encourage you to write that down. I encourage you to say it out loud and see how it feels. If you're a victim of trauma, it may feel really scary to trust yourself. It may be really scary to believe yourself when you say that to yourself. Because we've been through some stuff. We've been through some junk. But I'm telling you, you deserve every bit of self-love that you can give yourself. You are lovable. You are desirable. You are worthy of trust. You can trust your own intuition. You can trust yourself. And you are the best mom that your kids could possibly ever have. Your kids need you, not another mom. And that's all I'm going to say for right now. If you want to, if I'm holding space for you, I'm here for you. I would love to hear your story. I would love to connect with you. If you're not a member of my private free Facebook group, I encourage you to join. It's Survival Mode to Successful Moms Moving Beyond Trauma. Because I'm a life coach and I'm here to serve you. I am here, if this has resonated with you at all, I'm here to connect with you and to see, let's connect. Let's see where we can go from here. And I will see you all next week. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And I've got some amazing things I'm going to be bringing to this table next week.